Hey everybody, welcome back to my vlog for today. Hope you're all doing well, hope you're all staying safe. Today's Wednesday, so it means it's Whisper Wednesday. It's the first one I've done in a while, so I might be a little rusty, but I figured I would do another vlog today just because I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. As I said in my other one, my update vlog, I'm trying to slowly get back into doing vlogs. And yeah, so today's Whisper Wednesday. So the first post that I picked says, if you could have any of the superpowers, if you could have any of the following powers for a day, which would you choose? A, become invisible. B, ability to fly. C, time travel. Me personally, oh wait, and there's one of the replies I agree with it. I would pick time travel for my own personal reasons. But I'd also do what this person did, and they said they'd pick time travel. They'd go into the future and find out ways to make money, lottery, sports betting, businesses that end up getting big, and come back and get rich. So aside from my personal things I would go back in time for, I think that's a genius way to spend time in the past, or the future rather, especially for only one day. You having these powers just for one day, I'd say make the most of it because you only get one day. So I think that was kind of a cool question. So moving on to the next one, and this one says, today's my last day at a job I've had for the past 8 years. I love my job but refuse to be treated like trash by the new office manager. So I stood up for myself and quit. Peace out. I can relate to that. I was in a job before, and I had people who knew that I had a mental illness, and one of them actually called me a psychopath. And I did speak to the manager about it, and I'm not going to be treated that way at my job. Having a mental illness is nothing to make fun of. It's a very serious thing, obviously. So I didn't want to deal with it anymore. So I stood up for myself, and I just couldn't do it anymore. So that's why I can relate to this one. That's why I picked this one post to talk about in particular. I like to try to find ones that I can relate to, that are just stuff that's just weird or random or whatever, but mostly stuff I can relate to. This next post I can also relate to, and it kind of ties into what the post I had mentioned prior. It said, had to tell the family I babysit for that I was quitting. My mental health is more important. So, you got somebody say, one of the replies was, I wonder how your mental health will be when you can't pay your bills. Well, that there's a reason, and there's ways where you can get help as far as that goes. And maybe the person who replied by saying that doesn't know that there's ways and stuff that you can still take care of yourself while dealing with your mental illness. I also left jobs before because of my mental illness. It wreaks havoc on your life, I remember a couple of years back, I had a decent job. It was a temp job, but it was a good job, and I had to quit for mental health reasons. I was really struggling back then. I just couldn't even. The woman was showing me exactly what to do, and it just like nothing would process. I was just so stressed out and anxious. I just couldn't do it anymore. So I can relate to this. Not that I'm a babysitter or whatever, but you know what I mean. Just insert job title here. And I left for the same reasons, mental health reasons. That's why it's very difficult to have a steady job when you have a mental illness. So it's it just makes life more difficult. So this post I picked, again, I can relate to. It says, what's your proud achievement? Mine is no longer being homeless. Well, I have two. I have two that I would share. One, like this person, I'm proud that I'm no longer homeless. I was homeless for quite a while, at least 7 months. That may not seem like a lot of time in the grand scheme of things, but to me, it felt like forever. And it was a really rough and dark patch in my life. Um, I was very depressed. I was I hardly had any food. I was in transitional housing at one point. I don't know how much of you know what transitional housing is, but it's only temporary housing until they can find you something more permanent. Um, but yeah, that and no longer being homeless and me being sober is my other proud achievement. And I look back on the past and how I used to be when I was drinking. I just can't believe I let it go that far. I mean, I was just in this endless loop of drinking till I passed out, and then as soon as I woke up, I'd start drinking again, pass out, wake up, drink, pass out. Um, and I would spend every last dime I had on alcohol because you can get. I would get the 6 packs that had the more alcohol content in them, and they're only $5. So I was going nuts buying those. Um, but I'm proud to say that I'm like 2.5 years sober now. So that and not being homeless anymore are my two proudest achievements. So that's how I can relate to that. So we go to the next one. Um, well, this person, I don't know too much what to say. I would say it's kind of messed up. And this is the last post, so I'll keep it brief. This person put half tempted to get in a relationship just so I don't struggle with rent. Oh boy. A situation like that is to me is just messed up. I mean, I know a lot of people out there are struggling, and you don't have to get into a relationship to get a place to live. Like this one person replied to this post, they said, "Get a roommate, stupid," which I don't, I don't know if I agree with them calling them stupid. Well, kinda, because they think they have to get into a relationship to have a place to live. Getting a roommate is a better way to go about doing something like that without using somebody just for a place to live. Being in a relationship and not caring about it just because you need a place to live. It's just there's more ways than that to find ways to pay rent. People who are less fortunate, they have rental assistance for. Um, there's all kinds of programs out there that could potentially help this person find housing without them having to think they need to get into a relationship. So I don't agree with I don't agree with that. I mean, this person would totally be using the other person the whole time. I couldn't do that. I couldn't live with myself if I was using somebody for a place. I just wouldn't even do it. There's no way. No way I would do something like that. That's why I keep my place, and I won't move into somebody else's place because they can just kick you out. But anyways, those are the posts I picked for today. Running out of time here. But yeah, those are the posts I picked today. I hope you guys enjoyed this edition of Whisper Wednesday. It's probably the 18th episode I've done, I think. So, like I said, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up, comment, consider consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you guys get a notification every time I post a new vlog. Having said that, that's it for me for now, and I'll catch you in the next one.